Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Minecraft. I'm Tamar Pigeon, but you guys can call me Pidge. Now you can see we're floating. That's because we are about to do a lot of building in this episode. I'm going to be building an iron farm, but I've dug out this entire area. Well, I didn't dig it out. I've cleared it because it had all this grass on it and it was hilly like this is. Oh, I don't like that. I will fill that in at some point. So what I did was get rid of all the grass, and I've actually leveled it all off. You can see where some of my dirt still hasn't turned to grass yet. So I'm going to get started, and then I will see you about halfway through this build maybe. So we've made some progress, and we are now about halfway through the build. So basically we have 3 chambers with villagers in, or with a torch in there, so it spawns in there with them. And they're just kind of chilling out in there. We have our zombie in this chamber. Getting that zombie in there was really hard. The reason we have used tinted glass, because there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of building in this episode, and I want to sort of, you know, teach you guys as well as I'm learning. Tinted glass, this isn't black glass, tinted glass doesn't let sunlight in. So even though it's daytime, this zombie is not going to despawn because of the glass, because there's no daylight getting in. So he's fine. And then what we're now working on, about, like I said, about halfway through the build, we're now building our platform for our iron golems to spawn on, because that is how an iron farm works. If you didn't know, I only learned this morning. But yeah, this is how iron golems work, is... how an iron farm works is you use an iron golem, because when you kill an iron golem, it gives you iron and a poppy. So this could also be used as a poppy farm, you know, the flower, if that's what you want to do. Music in creative is so funky and sometimes very crazy. So that's what we're doing with this. So now we're going to put another row here, and then I've just paused my build for a second because it started to thunder. I've never had a thunderstorm on this game before. Did you see it? There it was. Oh my god, that's awesome. It hit the rod on the top of the moon. That's so cool. I slept until the next day, everybody. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, something that I meant to tell you guys that I never showed you. Where are you? You know how Jacksepticeye had fence cow? We have Mochi! We have Mochi! Look at him! How cool is he? This is Mochi. He's been here for a while now. Not since... He wasn't here in the last recording session. But... the few times I've come on since the last recording session, yeah, he's been here. Mochi. And here it is, guys, all finished. Now you'll probably notice it's a lot higher than it was. Think about that. The tutorial said to build at 20 blocks from the ground. It didn't tell you, in my defense, why you should build at 20 blocks from the ground. It just told you to build it 20 blocks from the ground. And I was like, I don't want it that high, because I don't want, you know, I'm going to build a building to encase all these structures. And I was like, I don't want that building to be that high. The reason it wanted me to build it that high was because if you don't, then the golems spawn on the ground and not at the top where you need them to spawn. So it doesn't work. I didn't realise this until I'd completely finished and I had golems spawning all over the ground. I was like, I'm just gonna have to take this all down and build it again. So I did, which is why there are 3 villagers somewhere. There's one of them. There are 3 villagers now just wandering around. Obviously the zombie died as soon as it got to daytime. So we'll just hang around here a minute and I'll show you basically how it works. We have our zombie here. He can't get the villagers. They're not gonna get hurt. He's fully encased. The villagers have somewhere to sleep, which apparently is really important, otherwise it won't work. There's torches in there so nothing can spawn on those blocks. And they're panicking about him. Iron golem spawns, the water pushes him down into the lava where he will then burn and dies, and when he dies, everything goes into the chest. And there you go. I got 40, so I almost have a stack of iron already from this. And then obviously poppies as well. And poppies, just for dye, you can put them in a composter. It doesn't really matter. So that's it. And it was really easy. I'm not a Minecraft pro, guys, by any stretch of the imagination at all. And this was just a super, super easy, just a super, super easy build. Just, unlike me, make sure you follow the tutorial directions exactly instead of thinking you can do whatever you want to do. It don't work like that. So if we come over here, if we fly my pretties, fly. We'll just, right, if we come down here, I have built an automated kelp farm. So what happens is I have pistons in there and observers. That's what these faces are. The observers notice when the kelp gets to their height, and then they tell the pistons to cut it, and it cuts the kelp, leaving one block left so it can regrow. The kelp goes up here to the top bit of the water where it flows down into that hopper, which sends it into this hopper, which then sends it into here, and when it's cooked, it goes into here. You can see I have a lot of dried kelp, and this is because I'm building this farm up because kelp's supposed to be the most efficient fuel source. So that's how that works. These chests and hoppers are basically fuel sources for that. Now, you can hear that, right? I'm not going to take it all out because it's really difficult, but under here, behind here, are mine carts, 2 mine carts going backwards and forwards on a rail. And there's 4 hoppers all leading into this chest with berries in it. And this is an automatic sweet berry farm. How this works is basically the foxes will automatically pick the berries, and when they pick the berries they always get 2 off the bush. They basically harvest the bush. They eat 1 and then they drop 1, and the one that they drop goes through the dirt into the mine carts that have hoppers in them, and then as the hopper passes over the hoppers on the mine cart passes over the hoppers on the floor by the chest, it deposits the berries and they go into the chest. It sounds very complicated, it kind of is. That was really easy to build. This was a real pain in the arse. I had so much trouble building this. I think it took me about 2 hours to build. It was a real pain in the butt. Thank you for watching the episode. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. I will see you all on my next video. Bye.